Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be doing my game week 24 Premier League predictions. So, you know the drill already. I predict what I think is going to happen in this game week of the Premier League. And yeah, if you haven't already, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and without further ado, let's get into it. First up, Aston Villa and Arsenal. I think this is at Aston Villa's home, but I still think Arsenal are going to win. Obviously, they just drew their last match, and I was right about that. But I think this one, they're going to win it. And I think it's going to be 1-0 to Arsenal. I think they're going to find their form back. And their form never went. They just drew and they lost to City and Everton. That was just an L for them. But I think it was a one-time thing. And I think they're going to find their form back. Obviously, I'm recording this before the City match. What I know is that they lost to City the last time they versed them. And they're versing City again tomorrow. And then they drew to Brentford last game week. I'm recording this before the City match. So I don't know what the score is. But they're going to win 1-0 against Aston Villa, no matter what the City match score is. I think they're going to win 1-0 against Aston Villa, and they're going to get their get back, and they're going to get their 3 points. Next up, Bournemouth and Wolves. Bournemouth have been on terrible form, and Wolves have been on decent form. Obviously, they beat Liverpool, and then they beat Southampton. So I think this is going to go to Wolves' way, and I think it's going to be 2-0 to Wolves. But to be fair, Bournemouth did just draw to Newcastle. So that's an achievement because Newcastle are top 4. They're a decent team, innit? We all know that now. And they proved it to us. So drawing to them is actually an achievement, especially for Bournemouth. I think Wolves, it's not going to stop Wolves. They're going to win 2-0. They're not going to struggle. It's going to be quite easy for them. Next up, Brentford and Crystal Palace. Brentford just drew to Arsenal, which is good for them. As some would say, the best team in the league right now. Obviously, they've dropped form, but that's not the point. They drew to Arsenal, which is an achievement. Beat Southampton before that, drew to Leeds, and then beat Bournemouth and then lost to West Ham. Crystal Palace has just been drawing a lot recently. I think Brentford are going to win. I think it's obvious. It's in Brentford's home as well. So they can't lose. And I think it's going to be 2-1 to Brentford. They're just going to win it by the tiniest bit, but they'll end up winning and they'll end up going away with the 3 points at home against Crystal Palace. Next up, Everton and Leeds. It's at Goodison Park at Everton's home. They just lost to us, obviously. Liverpool are back, but I'll speak about Liverpool when we get to Liverpool. Leeds lost to Man United, and then before that they drew to Man United, then lost to Nottingham Forest, won against some other team in I think that was a cup game, and then drew to Brentford. The only match Everton have won is against Arsenal, which is actually funny because they win against Arsenal, but they lose to Liverpool, West Ham, Southampton, and Man United, which is crazy. Just shows Liverpool are just a better team than Arsenal. Okay, don't get triggered. Sorry, lads. I think this is going to be a draw to Everton and Leeds. I think it's going to be 3-3. I think there's going to be a lot of goals, but it's going to be a tight match, but a very interesting match, goal-wise. And if you're a neutral fan, then it's going to be a very interesting match. And I think it's going to be a draw. Both teams go away with 1 point, 3-3. Next up, Man City and Nottingham Forest. Man City are going to win again this one. Quite obvious. Nottingham Forest haven't been too good recently. They beat Wolves. They beat Leeds in their last 5 matches. And they drew 1, but they've lost the rest. Quick and easy one for Man City. And I'm going to say 4-0 to Man City. Easy. Man City go away with the 3 points, making the title race even more interesting for neutral fans. Quick sweep, 4-0. Next up, Fulham and Brighton. Brighton obviously always on decent form. Fulham haven't been too bad recently either. But I think I'm still going to give this one to Brighton. And I'm going to say 3-1 to Brighton. They breeze past it. They end up scoring those 2 goals and then they're leading by 2 goals. And they're just comfortable. And Fulham end up going away losing 3-1. With Brighton going away with the 3 points. Next up, Chelsea and Southampton. This is at Chelsea's home. For that reason, I think Chelsea are going to win it. And they have been drawing recently. Chelsea haven't won a game since Palace. So Southampton have been on stinky form as well. They've been losing most of their matches. So I'm going to say this goes Chelsea's way. They finally get a win. And I'm going to say, you know what? I haven't predicted any goal scorers this match. Because I'm trying to be quick with this. But I think Chelsea win. Maybe Mudryk gets himself a goal for all we know. And I'm going to say Chelsea win 2-0. And they finally get some relief. And they finally get their first win again. For the first time in 4 matches. Next up, Liverpool, once again. Liverpool versus Newcastle. After I saw the way we performed against Everton, we were sick, honestly. We just looked good again. That's why I was happy. That's what I wanted to watch. I want to watch my team doing sick. It was beautiful. Gakpo got himself his first goal. Salah got himself a goal again. And it was just nice. I'm happy when I see my team play like that. When I see my team actually play well and play for the badge. And looking like they actually care as well for some of them. Some of them before they weren't playing like they cared. They may have cared, but they weren't playing like they cared. But now Liverpool are back. I know you're going to say, it was only Everton, calm down. But I think if we play the way we played that match in our next few matches, even against Madrid, I'll leave that prediction for the Champions League video I'm going to record after this. But I think if we play the way we played in the Everton match, we can beat so many people. Even though it was just Everton that we played against, I think if we played the way we played that match with all that passion, the way we were attacking was beautiful, the defending was nice, we can win matches. So that's why for this prediction, I'm going to say Liverpool. Liverpool win. We back, boys. Liverpool win 2-1 to Liverpool. Maybe Gakpo gets himself another goal. Because Gakpo was, when I watched him yesterday, he just looked so sick. All the attacks he was making, the dribble throughs he was making, the runs, the crosses. Gakpo was sick yesterday. He found his form. And he finally adapted to the Premier League. Same with Nunes. He did sick again yesterday. Nunes is finally finding his form, silencing the haters. Trent was just so sick yesterday. He was actually defending sick as well, just silencing the haters again. Steven Bekic, however you say his name, the Liverpool youngster, legend, played sick. Pretty sure got man of the match of Carlsberg man of the match or something for Liverpool. He did sick, future of Liverpool. But 2-1 to Liverpool against Newcastle. Maybe a stretch, maybe not, but we'll see how it ages in a few days' time. Next up, Leicester and Man United. Leicester haven't been bad recently. They beat Tottenham 4-1, beat Aston Villa 4-2, won against some other team in a cup 1-0, drew to Brighton 2-2, and then lost to Nottingham Forest 2-0. But the Nottingham Forest one was quite a while ago. So Man United obviously been on exceptional form. We all know this. I think this is a Man United win, but just by the tiniest bit. I think it's going to be 3-2 to United, but they're only going to win by the tiniest bit. Maybe Rashford helping himself to a goal as well, as he's been on form recently. We all know that. Maybe Garnacho, even baller, could get himself a goal this match. I think it's 3-2 to United, and they only win by the tiniest bit. Last match of the week, Tottenham and West Ham. Another London kind of game, and it's in Tottenham Stadium. So, as we know this season, Tottenham have been decent. They actually haven't been bad. Obviously, they just lost to Leicester, but that happens sometimes, to teams. That happens sometimes. They lose to those random teams that no one expects. But West Ham have drew to Chelsea their last match, drew to Newcastle their last match. Won against Derby I think that's a cup match. Won against Everton 2-0, and then lost to Wolves 1-0. For Tottenham, they've only lost 2 of their last 5 games and won the rest of them. So Tottenham haven't been bad. If it's a good day, they're gonna win. I think it's gonna be a Tottenham win since it's at their home. Tottenham, they just had one bad match. I don't think it'll continue. I think they'll get back on form, and I think it's gonna be a Tottenham win. And I'm saying 1-0, very tight match. But maybe Heung-min-Son ends up getting himself a goal or assist, or Kane gets himself a goal or assist, and it ends up being 1-0 to Tottenham. It may be tight, but they end up going away with the 3 points, and they end up winning a match again, apart from the Leicester match, which was just a one-game thing, I think. So yeah, guys, that's the video. Those are my Game Week 24 predictions. If you guys haven't already, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and if you enjoyed, just to subscribe in it, because I do these every week, and if you disagreed, agreed, thought anything about my opinions or predictions, comment down below your guys' thoughts and predictions of my thoughts and predictions. And without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and peace.